It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. Act like you got some sense. Smash the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way, helps the channel, and we appreciate it. Also share the content, because that's what we do around here. Penn State. What happened? Penn State. What happened? Now, they started out ranked 5th in the country. After 2 losses in the conference, they have fallen out of the top 25. And I don't see how they get back into the rankings without making a full run for the Big 12 championship. And it's more complicated than you think. The schedule doesn't have enough meat on it for them to state their case. The only ranked teams on the schedule they have left is Ohio State and Indiana. That's it. Iowa State, Michigan, Nebraska, Rutgers. That doesn't move the needle to the committee to get into the college playoffs. Drew Allard has regressed this year, and we can be honest about that. Drew Allard has not placed himself in an elite quarterback 1 conversation whatsoever. In the Bruins game, he was 19 of 26 for 200 yards and 2 scores. He ran in that game 11 times for 78 yards. Those aren't bad numbers, but again, against the Big Ten's worst team. That should have been an emphatic win that showed the conference you were ready to compete for the chip after the Oregon loss. Drew's numbers are nowhere close to where they were a year ago at 3,327 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 8 picks. And his QBR was 66.5. This was a coronation announcing for himself as one of the top QBs in the country that you could see in the NFL draft. None of that came true. None of that came true. The Jim Knowles experiment is over. He's not worth the millions you're paying him. The defense arguably is worse this year than it was last year. Why let Tim Allen go if this was the best that you can get? Jim Knowles made it known at Ohio State he was second-guessed by his staff, and he was put on a back burner, and he had his hands tied. And now you see why they had this madman's hands tied, because leaving him up to his own devices is a bad move. And this didn't pay off well for the Nittany Lions. I don't know where you go from here. If James Franklin can turn it around, I'm sure he will. But what happened? Get in the comments. This is Big Vern.